There we go. All right, let's get it. Here we go. All right, I'm making this a video, so peoples of all kinds, it's yours truly, Simply Bird. What's good, neighborhood? What's the word on the curb? Hey man, look, today I got an anime tier list video. As y'all can tell, I ain't got Martin beside me. I'm doing this one alone. You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't checked out those anime tier list videos, I did 3 of them with my brother Martin. We did best anime villains, best side characters, and then I think we just did one where we were just like ranking characters. So yeah, if y'all interested, go check that out. But today we live on stream, you know what I'm saying, currently, and we are going to be ranking the best animes. So not characters, we're not singling out characters, no, we're doing straight animes. You know what I'm saying? We ranking the animes. I got 30 animes, and then we got a special guest appearance by my little cousin King Dylan T. Y'all not subscribed to him, go watch him. You know what I'm saying? He's a variety YouTuber, post gaming, skits, stuff like that. But he wanted me to add him because he got a little show called Boat. Good show. So he's in the fray. We finna get started. So yeah, if not sub, go sub. You know what I'm saying? Click the notification bell, like the video, share, all that stuff. And yeah, let's get it. All right, let's start it. We're gonna start off with the obvious one, man. Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z goes straight to S. Why does Dragon Ball Z go to S tier? Well, Dragon Ball Z is an amazing show. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not the type of show that has like a goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just get stronger, fight enemies. That's pretty much what they do. It's not like Naruto where, oh, I'm become the Hokage, and it's not like One Piece where Luffy's trying to get the One Piece. No, that show is strictly about getting stronger and just beating enemies. People can die, come back. Like, that show, I love that show. And Dragon Ball Z is the first anime that I've ever watched. You know what I'm saying? Since when I was a kid, that was the first one I watched. And I always loved it. I rewatched it like a year ago, and I love that show. Dragon Ball Z is S tier. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. I said it while I was setting up this. Y'all didn't get to see that part, YouTube, but I haven't watched some of these animes in a minute, so like my take on them may be a little incorrect because my memory's kind of foggy, but I think I remember enough to give an accurate ranking on it. So yeah. Next, we gonna go with One Punch Man. We got One Punch Man, y'all. Honestly, it'll be so much easier if it was like A+, B+, C+, stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest. I like One Punch Man. One Punch Man is good. But there's only 2 seasons. And I feel like One Punch Man, it just hasn't showed enough yet. It's only 2 seasons. It hasn't showed enough. Enough hasn't been done yet. So for that, I'm gonna put it in C. It could go to B. If I could put it in the perfect spot, I'll put it at C+. That's the perfect spot. But there's no pluses on here. It's straight solids. You know what I'm saying? Straight. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a C. It just hasn't been enough done. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, the main character, all you gotta do is punch you one time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah. Like, I really like the show. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the show, but it's only 2 seasons, less than 100 episodes, and it just hasn't been enough done. You know what I'm saying? Now, for what they did show, it was good. I liked it, but you know, I need more, me personally. So yeah, that's where I stand on that. All right, the next anime that we will be doing, Full Metal Alchemist. Now, this isn't Brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna watch Brotherhood, but I just have yet to watch it. So it's just Full Metal Alchemist, not the Brotherhood one. I heard Brotherhood is good. I mean, I heard Brotherhood is better. It gets straight to the point, more fighting. Full Metal, I like Full Metal. The show, I feel like the only thing that I didn't like so much, not that I don't like, but when shows like one episode is like, all right, they go somewhere and they fight, and then it's like the next episode something totally different happened, then the next one something totally different happened. It's almost like the story don't connect. Full Metal Alchemist, it was like that. The only difference is that it connected. You know what I'm saying? But I like this show. It's tough. I don't want to have to give it this, but I'm gonna have to give it a B. It was out of a B or A. A B plus would have been the best spot for it for me personally. Full Metal can easily be an A if you ask me, but I just feel like it could have just been so much better. Not that I don't mean that. It could have been so much better, but the way they went about the show could have been so much better, because the show was good. Don't get me wrong, the show was good, but the way they went about it could have been just a little better, even though it was an amazing show. Let me get this one out the way. We got God of High School. Me personally, man, I'm gonna give God of High School a D. The reason I'm gonna give God of High School a D is just because like they literally just fought. They got like man's I forget his name, like it started with an M or something. I don't know. They just fought, and then dude like they fought like the bad guy of that season, I guess. And that was it. And then it's like, all right, now I gotta go save my granddad. And like, I don't know. That show was like, me personally, after I watched that show, I literally was telling my friend, I was like, I don't see how this show can continue. Like, I feel like it wasn't done right. Honestly, in my opinion, it's hard for me to explain it. But if you've seen God of High School, hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. If you haven't seen God of High School, go watch God of High School. I feel like it wasn't done correctly. It could have been better, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to give it a D. It just was not done correctly. I'm gonna go ahead and get to this one. We got Boruto, man. Man, people, I know how people feel about this show. You got people that don't like it. Then, you got people that like it. It's more so the kids that like it. And then, like, the older people, like, don't like it. Me, personally, I don't really care for Boruto. It has its moments, but more of the moments are not good, if you ask me. Me, personally, like, the problem with Boruto is, like, it has a lot of problems. But something that I don't like is that it'll have filler episodes that has a story to it, and it's just like, what's the point? Like they'll have like storylines to filler episodes, and like it'll go on for like 20 episodes or more. Like, nah, bro, that is just not it. I mean, but when it has its good moments, it has its good moments. Like the fight scene with Momoshiki, Sasuke, and Naruto. That's literally one of the best fight scenes I've seen in terms of the animation, the look. Like, this one is tough. Personally, I'm gonna have to give Boruto a C. Perfect spot would have been a D plus maybe, or a C. Definitely not higher than a C. C plus, nah. C. I just feel like it has too many problems. Honestly, I think it has too many problems. Yeah, that's my take on it. It just has too many problems. And they don't show the side characters enough. Like Naruto in the beginning, they were showing Rock Lee, all of them. Boruto, they only show Boruto and his peoples. Like, they don't show the side characters enough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Boruto is C. We gonna get one out the way that y'all probably don't know about. This one right here, basketball anime. It's called Ahuru no Sara, I think. I think that's how you pronounce it. It only had like 2 seasons or a season, then it canceled, like it stopped. At least the anime. But it was cool, but I feel like it didn't get far enough. So for that, I'm gonna give it a D. It was definitely good enough to not be to be trash. It was good enough not to be trash, but it just wasn't enough done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and where they left off, like, it's like, come on, man, y'all gotta keep going after that. So yeah, I ain't gonna speak too much on that because I'm sure a lot of people probably don't know about the anime. Let's do an interesting one. Let's do JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Think about it as this. I've only seen 3 seasons. Well, is it 3? I've seen the first. Well, I'm gonna say this right now. If you have not seen JoJo's and you plan on seeing it, skip this part if you're watching the video, or if you're watching post live, skip this part. And if you're watching live, turn the volume down. And I'll give a thumbs up when I'm done saying what I'm about to say. That's a spoiler for those who don't want to hear this. When it comes to JoJo, you know there's multiple JoJos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, each season is about a new JoJo. I've only seen like 3 JoJos. You know what I'm saying? I think I've only seen 3. I started watching on the 4th one. But I just stopped. I was gonna keep going, but I honestly just stopped. And alright, I'm done. I'm done talking about it. Thumbs up. Y'all can come back. Turn the volume back up. But like, I just don't like, that's something I don't like, what I just said. It's like, I don't like it, not as in like, man, the show is just horrible for doing that. I just personally don't like it, you know. I like when like it's the one person and then they change it up. This person may be trash. Like, I don't know. Like, JoJo's a cool show. I feel like it's cool, but I just didn't like that. Me personally. But it was definitely cool. For the ones that I watched. So me, I gotta look at the anime list now, because where I put this determines, like, okay, it's like that. Honestly, I'm gonna give JoJo. It's tough. For what I saw, because I didn't finish it. For what I saw, I'm gonna give it a B. It's not better than Full Metal, in my opinion, but it goes up there. It goes up there. At the end of this video, I'm going to like rearrange it if I feel like I made some mistakes. All right, now I looked dead at it and I knew I wanted it. We got 7 Deadly Sins, man. 7 Deadly Sins. If y'all haven't watched 7 Deadly Sins, go watch it. 7 Deadly Sins is cool. 7 Deadly Sins. I feel like it's cool anime. I feel like sometimes like they may overdo it in some parts of the anime, whether that's trying to be too funny, stuff like that. Like, just little stuff, nothing serious. But I feel like it's a cool anime. They strong, they can fight, all that good stuff. But I don't think it's up there high. So I'm going to have to throw it in the B category. I don't think 7 Deadly Sins is an A or S. I haven't watched the last season. I have to watch the last season, but I haven't watched it yet. But I just don't feel like it's good enough to go up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's done had good moments. The anime has had good moments, but they just haven't had good enough moments. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I rank that. All right, let's do this one. Another one people probably have never heard of or just haven't watched. Saint Seiya, the original Saint Seiya, because Saint Seiya got like 5 different ones. This is the original. Came out in like 1986 or 91. I think came out like 86. Saint Seiya came out around the same time as Dragon Ball. Saint Seiya is amazing, bro. I love Saint Seiya. It's the only problem that it's old. So like the animations may not look as pretty, like in terms of like if they blow up something, like it's not gonna look as crazy, stuff like that. But the show, the story, it's amazing, man. It's really good. If it's me being me, I throw it an S because I really liked it. But if I'm just trying to be as fair as possible, I have to throw it an A. I can't. It's definitely an A. But if I'm being as fair as possible, I can't throw it an S. Just because I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the fight scenes were just like, it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Because of the time, in my opinion, because of the time of the anime being made, I feel like the fight scenes just were not enough. Storyline, all that other stuff, good. But the fight scenes, I just don't think they were enough. Other than that, solid. Next, I'm gonna do my show Black Clover. Black Clover, man, I was so like I wasn't so, but I was kind of like dang when I heard that they canceled it. I heard that they supposed to be like bringing it back. Like I heard that that's a possibility, that's a plan. But man, when I heard they canceled that show, I was like, come on, man. Black Clover is a really good show. If Black Clover was my favorite new anime before Demon Slayer came out. I love Black Clover. Like, really love that show. Like, the animations, the fights, the story could be better. In terms of, like, showing more people. You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of focus on Asta and his peoples for the majority, which it should. It's mainly about Asta and Yuno, but mainly Asta. But I feel like it could just show outsiders more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm all about showing everybody. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, side characters shouldn't get as much showtime as primary people, but I feel like you should still show them so you could know what's happening with them. You know what I'm saying? They did that cool, but I feel like they could have did it a little better. Me personally, I think Black Clover is an A. Now that might be kind of tough because Full Metal is a B. But Black Clover was really good. Like, when I say Black Clover was really good, dude, like, Black Clover was really good. Like, I really like Black Clover, like, for real. If you haven't watched Black Clover, go watch Black Clover. That show was really good. Next, we're going to say you for last, so we're going to put you back there. Next, we got Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho is one of them shows that came out in the 90s. Really good show. In my personal opinion, that show ended after like 4 seasons. This is the other show I watched first. First shows I ever watched was Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho. First 2 shows I ever watched, and I watched those when I was a kid. Me personally, I feel like if Yu Yu Hakusho would have at least had 3, maybe 4 more seasons, that could possibly be the best anime ever. Yu Yu Hakusho was really good. Like, really good. It was really good. It was a good story. Fighting really good. The show was nice. Like, it was really nice. So for me, honestly, and even though it only had 4 seasons, like, it was really good. Like I know I said, which show was it? Like God of High School, One Punch Man. Like they only had like a season or 2, but this show had 4 seasons and like they were really good. Like them seasons was amazing. So me personally, I have to put Yu Yu Hakusho in S. Me personally. You could put it in A. I don't see a problem with putting it in A, but the show is just really good. Like, anything under A is just unacceptable. I don't care if it's B+++. Like, nah, anything under A is unacceptable in my opinion. But I think S is where it should be. For me personally, S is where it should be. So yeah. I got my eyes on this one. I can't get it off. We got Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop came out in the 90s. Considered, like, some people consider it the greatest, some consider it top. And it literally only has 28 episodes. You know how crazy that is? 28 episodes, and it's considered like top. I watched the show. That show is really good. Very entertaining. That last episode, man, gotta watch that if you haven't watched it. Man, it's tough for me. Cause even though the show was really good, like, I mean, next level good, it just wasn't long enough for me. That's the only problem. Literally, that's the only problem with that show, in my opinion. Literally, there is no other problem than the fact that it just was not long enough. For the OG anime watchers, this one's gonna be a tough one. But I gotta put it in A, man. A+ would be a solid spot in my opinion. That would be the spot I would go to. But I can't put it in S. It just wasn't long enough. Honestly, it just was not long enough. If you ask me, man, it just wasn't. It was really good. It's tough for me not putting it in S, but it just was not long enough. That's honestly all I can say. If it was longer, if it would literally have one more season, it would easily go in S off of one more season. It's just, I don't want to keep saying it. It's just, it's an A. It's an A. All right, next, one of my favorite ones to watch right now, Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho was really good. It's funny. Fighting good. I think the character, like showing multiple people, I feel like that could be better. I mean, but this show is strictly like for real only about Mob. Like the side characters, they show them when he's around them. They don't show them no other time. Like this show is Mob, but the show is really good. I like the show. But I think that it has. I feel like it's not enough. And it's not stuff that I can really explain. I feel like it's more so like if you know, you know. If you watch the show, you understand what I'm saying. I can't really explain this. But it's just not enough. It's not. So for that, I'm tired now. I had it, but now. Nah. For that, I put it in B. I was thinking B or C because I think C+ is a solid spot. But I think it's definitely better than Boruto. One Punch Man. Yeah. I like it more. Yeah, Mob is a B. Mob is a B, in my opinion. We'll do this. We'll do Inuyasha. Inuyasha. I really like this show. Me personally, I like Inuyasha. That show came out in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Really good show, if you ask me. Really good show. I think that it's similar to Full Metal. Literally, when I said that, the one thing I don't like is like after every episode, it's like something new. Even though it connects, both of them connects, but it's like it's something new. You know what I'm saying? And then like the whole story is literally, I kid you not, about one bad guy. No other bad guy but one. There's one bad guy. So I feel like Inuyasha has its flaws, but it's very good if you ask me. But it just has its flaws. So for me personally, I'm gonna have to put it in B. Only reason I'm putting it in B, I think B+ is a good spot. I'm putting it in B because I don't think that it should be beside any of these three. I don't think Inuyasha should be beside Saint Seiya, Black Clover, or Cowboy Bebop. Me personally. So yeah, I think it can go in B. Yeah, B. All right, let's do this. Let's do Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball GT. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember much about Dragon Ball GT. I have to rewatch it. I rewatched it. I have to rewatch it. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball GT is another show that I watched growing up, as like when I was a little kid. The first shows I watched was Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, GT, and I believe Dragon Ball. Only those four. I didn't start back watching anime till years later. Like literally, I watched those back when I was in like second grade, first grade. I didn't start back watching anime years later, like years. So, but I haven't rewatched GT though. That's the only problem. So my memory on that one is the most foggiest out of any of the ones I originally watched. Cause I rewatched Yu Yu, I rewatched Dragon Ball, and I rewatched Dragon Ball Z, and I rewatched Dragon Ball, but I never rewatched GT. So my memory on that one is foggy. I remember it was good though. Since my memory on it is foggy, I don't really remember much of it. I only remember like literally the first episode. Cause I think I rewatched the first episode, then I stopped. My memory is foggy on it. I don't feel like it's fair of me to put it like in S or A because of that. So I'm putting it in B because I feel like B is like the solid ground. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it in B literally only because my memory is foggy. If it wasn't for my memory, it would be higher than B more than likely. If I rewatched it, I'm sure, because Dragon Ball series in general is just amazing. So, yeah, I'm sorry for that one, but memory. Anyone watching live or post live, how many of these have you actually watched? You know what I'm saying? How many of these have you actually watched? All right, next. I saw this one and I wanted it. Record of Ragnarok. This is a Netflix anime. I liked it. It only had one season, but that show was fighting, like, and it had story to it. Like, Record of Ragnarok is a really good anime. Like, well, I ain't gonna say really good. I ain't gonna say really good, but Record of Ragnarok is a good anime. And the second season is about to come out soon. Can't wait for that. Record of Ragnarok. It had good story, good fighting. Like, it wasn't just about, like, one person. It was everybody. I'm being honest, I'm throwing that in B. Some people may not agree with that. I think C plus is a solid spot, but since there's no C plus, I don't think it's low enough to be beside Boruto and One Punch. And One Punch is only there really because it just hasn't shown enough. You know what I'm saying? But Ragnarok, for the one season it had story, multiple characters like shown, like not just one person or two or three people, everybody in fighting. Like that show, if you have not watched Ragnarok, watch it. The show is good. You know what I'm saying? Now some people may not like it because of how it was, but I liked it. You know what I'm saying? I like that show. So yeah, I'm putting it in B. Let's go Jujutsu Kaisen. Let's do an interesting one. Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is a new anime that is good. It's popping. You know what I'm saying? When I first saw the trailer of Jujutsu Kaisen, I literally said to my brother Martin, I was like, bro, this junk, like, based off the trailer, it's giving me Bleach vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like it's like kind of got some of its influence off of Bleach. And I watched it and I liked it. I like Jujutsu Kaisen. It only got like a season, don't it? Like one season, 2 seasons maybe. I think only one. But it was really good. It was good. Is there any problems I saw in it? Not none that I can think of right now. Me personally, I'm gonna throw Jujutsu Kaisen in A. B plus is the spot I would throw it in, like if it was pluses, but it's not. So A. I was gonna throw it in B, but I just feel like it shouldn't stand by these. Like Jujutsu Kaisen was cool for what we've seen. For so little we've seen, Jujutsu Kaisen did a lot. Like it did, like it showed some stuff in there, like for real. Like, no joke. And it's only got a season or 2. I think only one. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen was good. I meant Jujutsu Kaisen is good. It is really good. It got the fighting is next level in there. Like Jujutsu Kaisen got some fighting for real. The only thing that I wonder how they gonna do is when it comes to the fingers. Because for those who watched it, you know, if you haven't watched it, I would advise that you turn this down or skip ahead till I give a thumbs up, because this is a show I would recommend. Like, this show is good. For those who've watched it, you already know you got the fingers. They already got like, my man's already done ate like 3 or 4 fingers. There's like 13 or something like that. Like, they're close to the amount of fingers. So I just wonder how long will the show go on. Like, that's my only problem with Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, I feel like the fingers, like, since the fingers is like kind of what it's all about, like making sure we gotta collect all of them, blah blah blah. I feel like they kind of rushing it a little bit. Other than that, y'all come back. Y'all can come back. Other than that, I feel like it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Other than that. But I mean, that's not a problem. I just feel like that's a future problem. Honestly. Let's get another hard hitter. Attack on Titans, man. Attack on Titans. Look, I'm instantly throwing that in S. Attack on Titans. Attack on Titans. Story. Character. Fighting. Attack on Titans is, honestly, Attack on Titans is like almost, if not like, a perfect anime in terms of like breaking it down into categories. Like, all right, it got this, it got this, it got this, it got that, it got this, it got that. In terms of that, Attack on Titans is like the perfect anime. Like, it has the character. Like, it kind of focuses on Eren a little bit more because it's mainly about him, but it still shows everyone else good enough to where you can literally know the names of everybody, know, okay, this person can fight, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does it good. Just like Naruto in the beginning. Like, you know everybody. The fighting is self-explanatory, like, amazing. And the story is good. Like, when this last season come out, it's gonna suck because that show is good. Attack on Titans is S, no question about it. I wouldn't put it in A. If you put it in A, I can understand it to an extent. But for me, it's S all day. No question about it. Let's go to Death Note. Death Note. Death Note. I think Death Note is one of the earlier animes I watched when I got back to anime. Because when I got back to anime, the first one I watched was Naruto. No, it wasn't one of the earlier ones. It was like kind of mid-early, you know what I'm saying? Based off the list, because I kept a list of all of them and all the ones I'm going to watch. Death Note, my memory's kind of blurry on it before, but for what I can remember, it was cool. Now this show is like literally about the one person. Like, it's literally about him. I understand it because of what it's about, the show. Problems. It was short. That's the number one problem. It was literally like 50 episodes, 30 episodes, and that's it. That's the main problem with that show for me, personally. I don't remember much. I just remember I didn't like that. But it was a good show. Even though I don't remember much, I remember more than what I do of GT. Because GT, I put it in B just because I don't really remember anything except the first episode. With Death Note, I remember little stuff. Like how the show went, what happened, da 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 da. So based off what I remember, even though it was short, I'm putting in A. I'm putting in A. Me personally, I think B plus is the most solid spot. Based off my memory, but I'm putting an A. I feel like it was good enough to be an A. Stand beside those up there. And yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much on it just because I don't remember much. Alright, let's get to one people probably don't know about. Yashahime. This is the Inuyasha, basically part 2. This is after Inuyasha. This show, the concept is cool. You know what I'm saying? The idea, I just feel like it's too many problems with the show. I literally just, the only reason I watched it, I haven't even finished it. I'm literally like a couple episodes to the end of the season, maybe even the end of the show based off the way it's going. I literally was only watching it mainly just because it's the Inuyasha part 2. For real, for real. To be honest. So for me, honestly, me personally, I'm gonna throw it in D. I think it's good. I think the perfect spot is D plus, but I don't think it's up there with One Punch and Boruto. Nah. But I think since there's no D plus, it has to go in D. It just nah. I don't even want to. I can't really explain it. If you watch it, you will understand it. But yeah, Inuyasha. Just if you haven't seen it, go watch it. You know what I'm saying? And it's self-explanatory. It'll be better if you watch Inuyasha then watch Yashahime. Then it'll make sense why I put that in D, but I put Inuyasha in B. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to this one. Dr. Stone. When I saw it, I wanted it. Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone. I like Dr. Stone. I like it. The way they ended season 2 makes it tough for me to think how the future of the show will go now. Honestly. But everything before that, from season 1 to 2, good. Like, really good. The only thing is that I wish they would have shown the side of the bad people more. You know what I'm saying? I wish they would have shown their side of view throughout the first season more. In the second season, they showed it a little more, but in the first season, I wish they would have just shown their side of like what was going on a little more, just a little. For me, Dr. Stone goes to B. If it got a perfect spot, B plus. But you already know. But yeah, Dr. Stone, B. I don't think it's, only reason is because I don't think it's good enough to be up here with them. I don't think it's good enough to be up here with them. And yeah, but other than that, that show is good. Like, if you haven't watched Dr. Stone, that's literally a history lesson. Like, go watch that show. Like, trust me, Dr. Stone is good. Let's go. Let's do another hard hitter. Bleach. Bleach is S. Easy. And they came back because they got Bleach, and then they had the 1,000-year Blood War arc. I read that, and then it's out now. If you haven't watched Bleach, watch Bleach, and then you can watch the 1,000-year Blood War arc. Bleach is amazing, top to bottom. I feel like the only thing about Bleach that I didn't like, one of the main things, is the plot armor on Ichigo. I feel like his plot armor was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, his plot armor was him and one more person on this list. Well, maybe two got crazy plot armor. But Bleach is top notch. I wish they would have shown more of the captains. Because we're just talking about Bleach. We're not talking about the 1,000-year Blood War arc. Like, if they would have shown more of the captains, because they were so raw, bro, I would have loved it even more. But I get why. Ichigo is the main guy. You got to focus on him. But yeah, Bleach is easily S tier. I don't see Bleach nowhere but S. You know what I'm saying? Me personally. Alright, next. Hunter x Hunter. When I tell y'all I love Hunter x Hunter, I love Hunter x Hunter. I heard they brought the manga back. I started reading the manga, but then I stopped. I literally read like 3 chapters of it after the show ends, because they stopped the show, but they didn't pick it back up. Hopefully they do eventually. Hunter x Hunter is so good. Only thing that I wish they would have like, if you haven't watched Hunter x Hunter, don't listen to this yet, because this show is good, so I recommend it. I'll get a thumbs up when you can come back. The only thing about Hunter, I feel like after the tournament with Kurapika and all of them, they only show Gon and Killua. I feel like they should have shown Kurapika still. You know, they showed him when he fought the Phantom Troop. They showed him when he fought them, but after that, they stopped showing him. They didn't show him again to the end where you see him collect all the eyeballs, like he got them all back or whatnot. I feel like, well, actually, I read more of the manga based off that. But yeah, I feel like they should have shown him more. Other than that, good story, good development. I love it. Y'all can come back. I literally said, hold on, YouTube. I'm saying something live right now. I literally said, if you don't want to be spoiled, turn the volume down. I'll give the thumbs up when you good. So if anybody's being spoiled, that's not on me. All right. But Hunter x Hunter is S. I feel like it can go A+, not A. I understand if you put an A, but for me it's A+ or S. So I'm throwing it in S. Hunter x Hunter was good. Hunter x Hunter was really good. I hope they bring the anime back, honestly. All right, let's get to this one. Let's get to Fire Force. Fire Force, I like Fire Force. The fighting is so good. Fire Force has one of the best fightings, in my opinion, animation-wise. Story, I don't know where Fire Force is gonna go based off the story. I don't know where they're gonna go. I feel like they got a good idea, but they're not really going down that right direction, honestly. Fire Force is one of them cases where it's like, if you watch it, you will understand. Me personally, I gotta put Fire Force in C. I feel like C is the best spot for it to go. Me personally, I like Fire Force. I really like Fire Force, but nah, it's just not enough. Honestly, it's flawed in many ways, and it just hasn't shown enough. It's only had like 2 seasons, so yeah, Fire Force is C. All right, let's get to this. Food Wars. This is a cooking anime that my friend put me on. You know what I'm saying? My friend has watched a lot of anime, and it was at a point I asked him. I said, "Hey, put me on some animes," and he said, "I'm gonna give you one that you may not expect," and he gave me a cooking one. That anime make you want to eat anything, like make you want to go straight to the kitchen. All right, look, they did this on that show. Like, bro, when I tell you they food look amazing, amazing, bro. I mean, I can't go based off these because this is a whole different type of anime. This is strictly cooking. It had 4 seasons. I feel like it showed enough. Based off the show, because listen, this isn't a fighting anime, so I have to go based off cooking and based off what that show showed. They showed everybody too. Memory's kind of foggy, but based off what I remember, I have to put Food Wars in A. I have to put it in A just because I feel like it could be S, but I just don't remember enough to put it in S. But I feel like it can be an S. I think it can go S or A, but I don't remember enough, so I'm gonna fairly put it in A. Fairly. That show was nice. Like, go watch that show if y'all haven't watched it. It's literally gonna make you want to go in the kitchen and cook. Like, for real. You gonna literally be like, alright, yep. Cook for this long, not too high. Like, you gonna be trying to be Chef Boyardee for real. Honestly. No, they didn't add one. Oh my goodness. They did not add one. I'll do that one last. They didn't add it. Oh my goodness, man. Alright, let's do Dragon Ball. The first Dragon Ball to ever touch this earth was Dragon Ball. Came out in 1980 something. I love Dragon Ball. Like, when I say I love Dragon Ball, I legit love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is so good to me. And it showed everybody. Now, obviously, it mainly showed Goku, and it showed Bulma a lot too. But it showed everybody, bro. I don't really want to say too much on it because I really recommend Dragon Ball. Me personally, I gotta put Dragon Ball in S, bro. Dragon Ball was so good. Dragon Ball, out of all the Dragon Ball series, because there's only 4. There's Dragon Ball Z, GT, and Supers. Out of those 4, man, Dragon Ball is like my second favorite. Cause I like Dragon Ball Z first, then probably Dragon Ball. I don't remember GT. I haven't watched GT since I was like 7 years old, 8 years old, so I don't remember off GT. So it would default be last, but Super's next. Speaking on Super, let's get on Supers, man. Supers. Dragon Ball Supers. Dragon Ball Supers is so good. The fighting in there is top notch. And it picks up. It picks up right after Dragon Ball Z, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what my brother said. It picks up right after Dragon Ball Z. I like that. I like it with like no time skip. It's like right here we pick up. And Dragon Ball is a show that shows everybody. It shows everybody. Dragon Ball Supers and Z is similar. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is that Super is, you know, it was kind of different. If you know, you know. Super is, honestly, man, Super is his ass, bro. Super is the same as Z. For real. It's literally the same as Z. It's just stronger people now. Like, literally, it's stronger people. That's it. So yeah, if you want me to explain Supers, just listen to what I said about Z. I think Z was the first one I did on this list. Alright, let's get into this, man. Let's get into Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, like I said earlier, Black Clover was my original favorite new anime until I saw Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer. Man, that's that first and second season. And it shows everybody. It's another show that shows everybody. Obviously, it don't show like the top strongest people because it's like you gotta wait and see that. I haven't read the manga about it. That's the thing that sucks because everybody reads the manga and they be spoiling and I be having to not look. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know nothing about the manga. I just know the show. I have to read it. But based off the show, man, Demon Slayer. I wanna put it in that so bad. I want to put it in S so bad, but I feel like I haven't seen enough. A+ would be the best spot for it. This one is a tough one for me, man. I want to put it in S, but I just feel like I have not seen enough yet. Even though it's easily a S show, I just feel like A+ is the best spot for it. Demon Slayer. Man. I'm putting it in S for now. Demon Slayer was really good. I mean, it's really good. Fighting, story, character. Demon Slayer is nice. The only thing that sucks is that it's like it's a show that like it has seasons. So it's like, alright, after this season you gotta wait. That's the only thing I don't like. In that movie, oh my gosh, that movie is definitely S, bro. That movie was crazy, bro. Man, my boy. If you know, you know, man. Demon Slayer is S. S. Take it back. That movie boosted it. S. Alright, Demon Slayer is an S. Alright, let's get to one y'all probably don't know about. Kuroko Basketball. Alright, this is the second basketball one I got. The first one was Ohoro no Sara. Kuroko Basketball, they had a movie too, so I gotta think about that. Kuroko Basketball, really good. Well, the angles are really good. Kuroko Basketball was good. It was alright. It was solid. I feel like Kuroko Basketball is probably a C. I don't think it's good enough to go to B, honestly. And maybe not even good enough to be C+. So I think I put it as C. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, C. Alright. Dang, I got both of these here. Dang, I should have got rid of them quicker. We got Naruto. Naruto is the first anime I watched when I returned to watching anime when I got older. Years and years later. Naruto is my favorite anime. You know what I'm saying? I love Naruto. The only problem I have with it is Shippuden. They literally just cut off all the side characters and focused on Naruto, Sasuke. You know what I'm saying? Like, they cut off Rock Lee, Neji, all of them. Like, they just cut them off. That's my number one problem with Naruto. Because as I'm doing Naruto and Shippuden. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just the beginning. But Naruto is an S. No question about it. Naruto is an S. Like, I don't have to explain that. Everybody knows Naruto is an S. Same with One Punch. Wow. Same with One Piece. One Piece, like my brother said. My brother's favorite anime, Martin, his favorite anime is Bleach. But he says, I think his favorite anime is now Bleach or One Piece. Like he says, when One Piece ends, One Piece will be the greatest anime in terms of fighting. And I stand by that with him. When One Piece ends, One Piece will easily be the greatest anime in the fighting category. People don't watch One Piece because, oh, it don't get good till after the first 400 episodes. That's based off what other people say. I don't ever get that. People say that based off what other people say. Now, is it true? Maybe, possibly it's true. I liked One Piece throughout the whole thing. Me personally. You just gotta give it a chance. One Piece will easily be the greatest fighting anime when it ends. If you ask me. Well, I ain't gonna say easily, I'm gonna be honest, because Dragon Ball is tough. But I think it will be. I think it will be. One Piece is so good, like, y'all don't understand how good One Piece is. Like, One Piece, if you haven't watched One Piece because of the 400 episode little thing, listen to me when I say this. Listen to me when I say this. Watch One Piece. I've read the manga. I'm up to date on the manga. When I started reading the manga, I kind of stopped watching the anime. So in the anime, I'm back. But I'm caught up on the manga, so I know everything. Yes, One Piece is long, but it's really good. Like, One Piece is literally top 3 animes. Fighting. Easily. No question. Because they be saying, like, Dragon Ball Z, they don't put it in the top 3 because it's like the Godfather. So, okay, Dragon Ball Z is on top of all them then. Dragon Ball Z is here. The 3 under Dragon Ball, One Piece, Bleach, Naruto. It's not in the top 3 for no reason, people. So even though it's long, it's there for a reason. Watch it. Alright? Watch it. Last, but certainly not least, I don't know why it's on this tier list. It's not an anime. Literally. We got King Dylan T. His boat series. You know what I'm saying? We got the boat series for my... Oh my gosh. It just automatically transferred to trash. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. We have my cousin, King Dylan T. If you're not subbed or watch his channel, go check him out. He has a series called Boat. You know what I'm saying? And he said I should throw it in here, even though it's not an anime. I'm gonna do it. Me personally, I've seen it, so I know how it go. Me personally, trash. No way around it. Honestly, trash. I'm playing. He be trolling me all the time, so I had to get him back. I had to get them back, man. Me personally, I gotta put it in C. Honestly, gotta put it in C. Oh, C plus possibly, but C. Only mainly because it hasn't shown enough. That's one thing. The way that he goes, like the production on it gotta get a little tightened up. You know what I'm saying? Like little minor tweaks. You know what I'm saying? Like the show is good, the concept is good, the idea is good. I talk to him about it all the time on the phone. It's all good. It can be really good. He just got to do it, and some stuff do got to get fixed just a little bit, just some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff. The way he record the stuff. You know what I'm saying? The emotion he give behind the stuff. Like it's just some stuff that just got to get tuned, and I feel like it'll be better. But no, yeah, I'm gonna throw it in C. And the last one that I forgot. I didn't forget. It just didn't add the picture. Was My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia was supposed to be here, but it's not here. My Hero Academia. I love the season so far. This new one, I love it. Me personally, I'd have to throw My Hero Academia in a C, just because I think that a C plus is the best spot for it. But I just don't know. I just don't think it's good enough to stand beside those. I'm not mad if it's a B. Personally, I'm not mad. But I just don't know if it can stand by these shows right here. So I have to put My Hero in a C, but the best spot is a C plus. Honestly, My Hero Academia. How you feel about this tier list, man? How you feel about it, live? People in the live, go ahead and say some stuff. How y'all feel about this? How y'all feel about this tier list? Is there any shows? Is there any animes that y'all would place differently? You know what I'm saying? Is there any animes that y'all would put in different spots? You know what I'm saying? If you watching the video, comment. Is there any animes that you would place differently? I feel like the main one that I would place differently, the only ones, possibly Full Metal. I could throw Full Metal in A. I wouldn't be mad if I threw Full Metal in A. Seven Deadly I could see in A, but I'm cool with it being B. That's honestly it. Saint Seiya, I could throw Saint Seiya in S. I promise y'all. Saint Seiya is so good, man. Full Metal is the main one. Full Metal is the main one that I feel like is the only one I could move. I could throw Full Metal in an A. Other than that, I feel like everything else is pretty good where it's at, if you ask me. So yeah. That's the end of the video. Give y'all input on the video. If you watching if you watching live, post live, or watching the video, give y'all input. Would y'all play stuff differently? Do y'all like it? Do y'all not like it? Some animes that y'all wish was in there so I can watch it and add it. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all input. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, subscribe to Bullcrap, and we out.